having fun? Yeah! For our next comedian, he is returning here as Dr. Scientist. Come on up! Yeah!
What's up, everybody? Are you enjoying Fanime so far? Yeah? I really liked the line panel. It ran a little late, though. Yeah. Anyway, this con, I'm actually rooming with some new roommates. They're total bros. I mean, they're literally like bros. Like, they like to work out and shit like that. But they're weird kind of bros because they're also like nerds. They're like, I call them bro talkers. And they do little things that like show their true nerd power, but they're yet still retain their broness at the same time. So like earlier this morning, they're like, hey bro, can you, we're making protein shakes, can you get the boba out of the fridge? And then, you know, they do stuff like, they put on some music and I'm like, oh fuck, and then I hear some wubs come out, it's like wub, and then there's, fly away now, wub. So they put the dubstep and get those shitty remixes. But anyway, also like, they like to go out and do bro things like play beer pong, but then again, they show their nerd power and, you know, their weeaboo power by being like, yo bro, we're about to go play beer pong, do you have any Sapporo? But I think that like the most, one of the other things they do is pretty funny. They're putting on their costumes this morning. They're doing us like DC stuff, and they're like looking at each other like, whoa, bro, you look pretty good in that. No, yeah. The most telling thing though was like probably when I overheard them like bragging to each other about girls. Like my buddy goes, they're talking to each other. Like, hey bro, you heard about the girl last night? He's like, what's up bro, what happened? It's like, dude, she was quite good bro. And he's like, yeah, did you do anything with her? He's like, yeah bro, I made her yell kimochi all night. Alright, so, you know, a while back, one of my friends that come up to me, they're like, dude, you gotta check out this thing. Alright, so, get this, okay? People that like this thing always like to wear face paint, and they love drinking Faygo. I'm like, fuck you, I'm not listening to the Insane Clown Posse. No, okay, Homestuck shit. I gotta talk shit about you guys for a little while. And listen, I know they say not to alienate your audience, but when you're dressed up as aliens, I think you're asking for it. So. That's literally canon, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I have some friends that are Homestuckers, and you know, so it puts me in a really awkward position. It's sort of like, you know, how like you feel when you have that one friend who doesn't know they're racist, but they really are, and they're like, oh yeah, I was hanging out with my buddy, my ethnic friend, he's one of the good ones. That's kind of how it is. I'm like, no, but I do have good Homestucker friends, but you know, they're the hipsters, they were doing it like long before anybody else got into it. Also, one thing I thought was interesting is like Homestuck sort of like the hot Cheetos of cosplay, because they always leave gray stains everywhere. You gotta seal your makeup, guys. Anyway. Alright, so next thing, I've got a cautionary tale about my buddy. We like to party at cons. And my buddy TJ likes to party too hard. A couple of cons ago, we had a very interesting experience. Well, okay, let me preface it. Day 0, he had already peed on a chair. This is where I learned that when you're falling asleep and you hear somebody say, hey, can I have some of this wild turkey? You wake the fuck up. Anyway, so I'm at a con party. I'm throwing one, actually. And I had been watching him the whole day, but then he disappeared for a few hours, and he came back drunk as fuck. So I'm in there, and he needs to go to the restroom and barf. And fortunately, we had this dude in there with us. He's a Vash Stampede cosplayer, so he's helping him along. But during this process, I saw some of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. So TJ did one thing, which I thought was pretty cool. He was peeing and barfing at the same time. That was great. Also, he was in the tub vomiting. And it was weird because he was like making himself into like a V. He was like this. And he was barfing directly into the drain, which I appreciated because of the cleanup. But while he was doing this, he did something that was very weird. I like to call it rage barfing. So allow me to demonstrate. got him into bed okay. He didn't die. But he had like blacked out severely. But he did have a couple of snippets of memory because when he woke up, he's like, man, I had a crazy night last night, but I think Faster Stampede saved my life. Alright, last one. You guys all saw the Avengers, right? Definitely not enough Batman in that movie. I got like 30 seconds in the beginning and then I don't know where the fuck he went. But yeah, it's kind of weird because they left out some of like the most important Avengers, like the founding of the Avengers. They left out Ant-Man and Wasp, which was really really bad because they're really important Avengers. Plus, it's stupid because like those roles cast themselves. Like you can easily fill those roles. Just Rihanna and Chris Pratt. You don't even get that joke if you actually ever see that. But yeah. All right. So anyway, have a good night, Fanime.